Right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sunday. Brother Shaun is going to come and join us. Very appreciative of that. Let's get some knowledge. I hope you guys would be interested in hearing his story. And feel free to ask questions. Very important to ask questions. I'll wait till some people jump on. Yeah, just give me a second. We'll wait till some people jump on and then we'll get Shaun on. Okay, Shaun, you're watching, I can see. I'll have you on a second. Just wait for a couple more people and then we will roll, brother. We will fucking roll. Get some information on Sunday. Sunday afternoon. I'm worried now. Not that worried, but I mean, like, you know, there might be less people because I really want people to hear Shaun's information. And I'm gonna learn, but I want other people to learn too, you know, and to ask questions, and we can all learn together. We can all learn together, innit? I will put this up on YouTube, by the way, Shaun, as well. So even if there's hardly anyone watching, at least we can put it up on YouTube, and then people can watch it in their time, and you can have it as well as a personal record, and me too. So that's fucking cool. We'll go up on YouTube. It's very easy to do that as well. It's a Facebook video downloader. So let's add you. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have come off. I'm thinking that now. Maybe I shouldn't have come off. Anyway, let me add you. Bro. Right. Okay, I'm out. I'm adding you now, bro, so it should come on. There we go. Yay.
Hey, brother.
Hey, man. I was worried there's going to be less people, so maybe that will. But it doesn't matter. Do you hear what I said? It's going to go on YouTube as well, bro. I put it all on YouTube, so you've got a record of what you said and me said, and like, if anyone wants to check it out, they can at a later date. So, yeah.
Sweet, man. I've not even got
So
anything.
how you doing, bro? How you doing? How long you been in Shanghai now? It's a couple of weeks, yeah?
Hey, all right, George. How you doing, mate? Yeah, man. Been here for about 2 weeks now, man.
Oh,
so,
cool, man. Yeah.
Been doing a lot of like fasting, fruits. My healing has went through the roof, man. I'm doing like a lot of grounding, sun gazing, meditation, yoga, tapping, EFT,
EFT, you're doing tapping as well.
affirmations, visualizations. Man, my programs went through the roof, man. Honestly.
Yeah. Huh.
But
what do you put it down to? Is it just? Are you getting? So you're doing all these health protocols. Do you reckon it's part of it is getting out of your comfort zone in terms of like you're in your house a lot. We're in our comfort zone in our own country, and then we get out of our own country, and then we kind of got this different mindset, isn't it? Do you think it's a bit of that as well, or is it just like health?
I think that's the motivation as well. Plus, it's also who you surround yourself with as well. So I'm with a lot of like-minded folk. So that really, really helps. Plus, also, I think the sun helps as well. The sun just makes you want to get out of the house and get healthy, right?
Yeah, right, mate. You know that Thailand, they say, is land of 1,000 smiles, and I'm thinking they smile a lot because the sun's out a lot in Thailand. Maybe that's the reason why. They're in the sun all the time. I mean, it sounds cheesy and obvious, but I don't know.
Man, everybody here is so happy, man.
Yeah, it's really yeah.
The crime rate is so low. It's unbelievable. Like my friend left his phone outside a shop for 4 hours, and it was okay. Like it was.
Whoa!
Like if that happened in the UK, I mean, come on.
But what phone was it? Was it a fucking shitty phone? Because maybe it was a shitty phone, no one wanted. I don't know.
No, it was an old brick phone, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So everybody's here just really nice, and yeah, man, makes a difference, you know.
How come you decided to go, bro? What are you doing? Are you doing business there? Are you doing business? Trying to make it.
No, I've been saving up for years, man. I just want to do a little bit of traveling, a bit of healing, a bit of soul searching. maybe looking for places to move. So I'm
Permanently,
going to check out a
permanently.
few places and then maybe like make like the move, maybe next year or a couple of years. Um,
Okay. Mm.
just got to get the online coaching thing up more, make a little bit more
Yep.
income, and
Mm.
then should be good to go, bro. Should be good, you know?
Hell yeah, brother! I fucking love you. I support you. Do you know one thing I've noticed about you? I must be honest here and compliment you a little bit because you know, it's true. I never told you in person. I like the way you interact on Facebook with people, man. You're very funny, helpful, and supportive. You're a collaborator. You don't argue that much. You just bring people up, and you're also fucking really funny as well. I think there's a huge angle to
Mm.
this humor aspect of not taking life too seriously, but at the same time, me and you, people like me and you, are like really pushing health and helping people that way. And I do love you in that regard. You take
Cheers, bro.
life, you're in one hand, you take your life seriously because your health protocols are very good. You know, you're very fucking, you learn a lot, but at the same time, you've got the balance in my mind of like non-seriousness as well. I fucking love that about you, man.
You've got to be kind of open with folk, and you see a lot of folk they try and push their point of view onto others.
Mm.
Um, and I think a more open approach is the way to go, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
I agree.
but
Yeah,
talking about peak protocols, bro.
yeah, go
So
on.
let's get straight into it, right? So
Yeah, dig me in.
movement,
Mm.
dance, touch, play has
Mm.
been something I've been playing around with for the past 6 or so months.
Mm. Okay. Mm.
And it has been the greatest tool for emotional healing. So I was trying all the EFT stuff and ground meditation, and
Mm.
wasn't really seeing great results on the root cause of the emotional healing.
Mm.
But as soon as I started doing more movement practices,
Mm.
that's when the stuff began to surface up. All the trapped emotions that we push down and suppress over the years through
Mm.
childhood. We suppress it with cooked food, or we suppress it with smoking, drugs, porn, whatever it is that we hide it with. Um, it's got to come out at some point, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's an
How
angry
does it come
way
out
or
to you? How does it come out? How is it coming out? Do you just get these random memories from childhood coming into your brain just from nowhere whilst you're dancing? I mean, how does it manifest to you?
man, it can be so. I like to play with 5 energies.
Mm.
So the first energy is flow. So it's
Okay.
feminine, it's staccato, it's flowing, it's feminine, it's circles.
Mm.
And then you go on to staccato. So this is like sharp lines, straight
Mm.
edges, male, decisive. So you play around with that energy. And then you go on to chaos, my favourite.
Chaos. Chaos. What the hell? I think I've seen your videos. Is that
So
when you do this in your videos? You go really fucking like full on in. Is that the chaos mode when you just like lost? You like
that
so
was
unself-conscious.
that was
What's that?
pre chaos. That was almost there. Uh,
Pre-chaos. Pre-chaos. There's 6 stages then. There's six
staccato,
stages, bro. 6 stages.
staccato. So then chaos, you just go fucking mental.
Mm.
Um, and I like to tap into anger when it's chaos. So I'll put on like quite heavy music, angry music, can be heavy metal. Rah, get like right in there. And that just gets that fucking primal shit out, man.
Yeah.
And I find that's the energy I get more pulled to. So I think I've got a lot of like suppressed anger because I don't know, possibly shit in childhood, maybe getting brought up in a strict religious household where you've got to mind your P's and Q's and you're not allowed to swear and not allowed to do this and that. So it's been like
Yeah.
suppress, suppress, suppress. So when the chaos comes, you're just like, yes, let's go for it.
Yeah, man. Oh.
So, and then after that, It's lyrical, so that's more the playful. That's more creative, playful, light, like that kind of energy. That's great for contact improvisation. So that's where you touch each other. So you're playing with each other's energies through touch and through the movement. And you learn so much about yourself and so much about the others, how you interact with each other. So, for example, like you begin to learn if you take too much or if you follow too much or if you play the same patterns over and over again. So you're doing the same patterns, doing the same patterns. You go, I'm doing the same pattern here. Let's flip this. So it's a great self-awareness tool. And then the last energy is the meditation kind of energy. So you're going inside, you're moving slowly, or you don't have to move at all. You can just go in child's pose or lie on the floor or do anything you want, really. So this is the 5 main energies I've been playing around with. And some people are drawn to others, some get more release from others. And yeah, man, you can shed tears, you can scream, you can get all kinds of shit coming up, man.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, brother, because I really want to get into this dancing idea. You know, I like the idea of shaking and movement. You know when people shake a lot and they do this primal kind of shake shit, there's trauma in the body. So all you're saying makes sense to me. And also the self-awareness thing. I love that aspect you just said. You said something really powerful, actually. You said something about people do the same. I'd be like that. You see my dancing. I remember I posted that really shitty dancing, Indian dance. I can't dance for shit. I'm really self-conscious. So what I'd be doing is I'd be doing the same movements as a comfort zone thing. And I wouldn't be able to, I need to practice. I guess you need to practice as well. You need to practice not doing the same movement. And that brings the self-awareness because it's a comfort zone thing to do the same. It's the old guy on the dance floor. All he does is the same fucking movement. It's really boring, right? It doesn't heal you. It doesn't heal you, does it?
Two step.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's very interesting. Like have you heard of contact improvisation before?
No, not till you start talking about it. I'm watching your videos, bro. But yeah, tell me, man.
No, that's like contact improvisation, man. It's like, so for example, like I got picked up by a female, right? And then I had insecurities come up because I'm supposed to be the man. I'm supposed to lead. I'm supposed to, and she was like picking me up. And I was like, oh, I feel so insecure right now. But it's just interesting, these things coming up. And then anything that you feel uncomfortable with, go at it head on. Don't run from it. Like anything I feel uncomfortable with, I'm like, that's what I need to do more. I need to do this more.
So when you were with that girl, you felt like you knew that your masculine role was to lead and to do it. And did you actually lead? Did you try and practice, even though it felt awkward, I guess? Did you try and lead in that situation, or did you like kind of
no?
go back into the conversation?
I let her lead, which gave her a sense of empowerment.
Right.
So I empowered her, and then she's feeling strong. Oh, I can lead the man as well. Oh, good.
Yeah. Because like the women, the thing it's great, isn't it? Like men and women, we have I have the feminine side. Me, you have feminine side. We all have masculine and feminine energies. We're not just like all masculine. We all have both in it. Like we're predominantly male by the outer exterior, but we got the balance between the brain hemispheres. The left of the female, the right is the left is masculine. Whichever it is, we have both. We're not designed just to be all. What is it? A masculine role of dominant all the time. We do have to be gentle and kind and compassionate. That's our feminine nature as men, and women have to be dominant as well.
Man.
Yeah,
got to find the balance.
Definitely. And bro, there's nothing sexier, than a women that know how to have that masculine energy as well as the feminine energy. They got their shit sorted in life as well as the divine feminine. They're tapping into their divine, divine masculine powers. That's pretty fucking.
Yeah, well, it's kind of gradually moving in that way. It's like I see a lot of females now not shaving their legs.
Yeah,
uh,
how awesome is that? Yeah, I love that.
not shaving
I
their,
love that.
not shaving their armpits, not shaving their legs, and it's like, all right, cool, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
It's not my kind of thing, but hey ho, who am I to judge? You know what I mean?
Precisely, bro. Who are we to judge? Look at us. We've got fucking beards on, son. We're like ape men here. We just like we're like ape men. We don't fucking we don't do nice shit. But yeah, bro. In terms
Mm.
of like protocols, like this dance thing, what you doing? You doing this every? You teaching it? Are you doing it for yourself? What you doing? You teaching and doing it? Like,
I'm, yeah, man, I'm teaching at this house just now as well. There's
okay.
a few folk at this house, and I'll run some classes and stuff like that. And it's something I want to get into more. I won't let too much out just now, but I'm going to be working on stuff online to do with movement. So, um,
Cool, mate.
but
I'll be interested in
I've got
signing up.
some.
Like, I'll be interested in signing up, Flash. I'll be
So,
interested in learning about movement for real. So, mm.
so see how you were talking about the affirmations, yeah?
Yes, I was, bro. What's your experience? What's your
So,
experience with app? Can you? Do you have any
well,
experience with that?
let me say, let me say this, right?
Mm.
Like, can you round your shoulders and put your shoulders up like this and sort of
Yeah.
hunch over?
Yep.
So you're like
That doesn't feel
hunch
nice.
over, and yeah, and say like, um, I feel great, I feel great, I feel great, I am loved. Like, I feel
Ah,
great, I am loved. Nope, that's
doesn't
not
work.
working. That doesn't work. So,
Yes.
so when you ask somebody, how do you feel? So I'll ask. So let's just pretend you feel anxious, okay?
Hmm.
So how would that look in the body?
Hmm. It would look like you just put me. Like I would be hunched over. My posture would be shit. Probably. I'd be looking down the floor. I used to do that a lot when I was younger and I was a bad self-talk. I was always looking down on the streets and I could not look at people in the eye. I literally, bro, you would not believe what I used to look like at 13, 14, 15,
Exactly.
16. I was down on the streets and it used to be so painful to look at people in the eye. It used to be so weird. And that's part of what you're saying. Like I couldn't speak kindly
So
to myself if I'm looking down. Like, the body
so
language was.
can you
Mm.
show me? Can you show me the opposite posture?
Oh yeah, sure. Like you just chest up, like back straight, smile and eye contact, but just fucking a straight back, right? And no
So
hunching, like
where are your hands?
where my hands be. They'll
Where
probably
are
be
your
just sticking.
arms? Where are your hands?
I don't know, like how me and you talk now. My hands are like all my liberal now because I love myself more. My hand gestures just go with the flow. Like you talked about the flow with the
Well,
dancing. They tend to like move a lot,
right, I'll
like
show
like
you.
all over the place. Mm,
So
mm, mm,
it could be like this. It could be.
mm.
So it could be. Take this fucking thing off. So it could be like that.
Mhm.
Like, so it could be like inside is like anxious, like
Yeah,
this, and then the opposite is like you're like opening up. So
yeah, I like that. Straight back, open up. That's linked in with yoga as well because when we do a back bend in yoga, there's the forward bend, back bends, inversions, and twists. The yoga back bend is you open up your heart chakra because our heart is just like you said. We enclose the heart chakra when we do this. When we hunch, it's the heart chakra. The compassion's blocked off. When we explode the chest with a back bend, stretch the back open, fucking releases that energy, bro. And then the heart chakra just fucking explodes. That's the key. What you just said
exactly.
there. Straight back, straight back.
So
And what are these kids doing now then? Hmm. Come on, man.
this this is a you should add this to your protocol
Yeah,
of
go on, tell me.
like getting in that posture
Mm.
because it begins
Okay.
to create like, new programs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then if you think of another one, right? So let's think of another one. Depression.
Mm.
What does depression look like in your body?
That's
And one
uh
movement,
mm,
one hold.
mm. One hold for depression would be no eye contact, no smiling, tension in my face,
So
tension in my face,
don't
like
explain it.
massive tension.
Don't don't
Mm.
don't explain it. Let me see it.
Oh right,
Show
okay.
us.
Uh,
Show us what your depression inside the body looks like.
um, like, but I can't because I feel like I'm a long way off that. I don't know how to do it. I just think life's too fun. I'll try. Right. I don't know, bro. I actually don't know. It sounds crazy, but I can't manifest something that I can't do anymore. Like I forgot the last time I was
What about
depressed. I ain't gonna lie.
what what
I
about
can't.
anger?
I can't. Do you know what? I can't get angry either. Do you know what I do though? I'll be honest with you. I can cry. I'm very emotional. I'm a very emotional person. I can cry pretty easily in a good way,
But
in a bad way.
that's okay though. So we don't have to heal that. That's actually healing. So we don't have to worry about crying.
How about this,
So
Sean? How about
anyway,
this? Wait, hold 1 second. Let me try and challenge you a little bit. You say that crying's not an issue. How about if you're crying and emotional, but then you make it about you when you're crying emotional? Because some people do that, don't they? Some people cry as a tool to make it about them, and it might not be. Do you know what I mean? It might be a tool of
yeah.
like selfishness, possibly. I sometimes feel like that is with me. I don't know. I'm not trying to judge myself. I do love myself, but sometimes I've noticed that in the past, like crying can be
What you mean?
I don't know. Just try and challenge you a little bit.
What you mean that people are crying to get people's attention and love?
Yeah, kind of. For in like they don't like it when it's not about them, kind of a self-esteem thing, and then they'll just cry for sympathy, which is what you want, but at the same time it makes it a bit about you. So I think there's a bad side to crying. I don't think it's all good crying
Well,
completely. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
the root cause of that is just lack of self-love. So
Mm, mm,
like they just really have to work on that really.
yeah, yeah,
Like everybody does, like we do, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But to get back on
Mm,
this somatic thing, so
yes, mate.
I want to do another couple of like exercises with you.
Cool. Yep.
So let's do the yes no exercise, right? So
Okay.
I want you to do the yes pose and the no pose and see which one feels familiar. So no
Okay.
would obviously just be like, so you're like this, like no.
Hmm.
So do the no pose now, if you like, and
Hmm.
just feel inside the body. Just sense inside the body. Does it feel familiar
So
or
I'm gonna
not
say no.
familiar?
No,
Not
forcefully.
familiar?
No.
Not familiar.
Doesn't feel
Not familiar.
yeah, not familiar to say that. That's a boundary I think you're talking about, isn't it? Like a no, right?
Yeah, like yeah, it's like maybe you find it hard to say no. Right now, try
I do.
yes and see
I
how it
do.
feels. Right, try. So yes is like you're open. You're like yes.
Back straight. Yes. Hmm.
So how does this feel? Does it feel familiar
Yeah.
or does it feel
I love it.
unfamiliar?
No, no, no. I love it when I back my back straight. I feel like I was born to have my back straight and to live like this 24/7. Like just open back. Like it feels amazing now. It really does. I love it.
Not
Maybe
so
that
much
would have
about
been
the back.
unfamiliar. Mm,
It's not so much about the posture. It's not so much about that. It's about the
not
feeling inside, the emotions. That's what it's about.
oh,
It's not about anything else.
okay. Huh. I still feel better when I'm
Um,
my back straight though. I feel like my
yeah,
whole body feels
everybody,
better. Like, you know?
everybody does,
Mm.
bro.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's true, isn't
when
it?
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
just like tap inside and it's like, does this feel familiar? Because
Mm.
if you say yes too much, then
Mm.
you need to practice this posture. No.
Mm.
But if you say no constantly and no feels familiar, then you need
Mm.
to practice the opposite. Yes.
Mm. Yeah, I hear you. Let me get
So
back to you on that, bro. Let me get back to you. I'll try it out by myself this next couple of days, and I'll get back to you on that. It's interesting though what you're saying. I
and
like it.
it's just playing around with all these poses and seeing, oh, this feels familiar, or ah, this feels a bit strange.
Mm.
Like for me, when I do warrior pose. I'm like, yes, this feels, yes, 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 yes.
Mm,
But then when I do no, I'm like, huh.
mm,
I say yes to everything, even though sometimes I take on projects that like some things I don't really want to do, but I'm just like, yeah, okay then. Um, so
mm.
no is a posture that I have to practice, you know.
Yeah, it's like you're the yes man. You've seen the film Yes Man. You're just like the yes man. He says yes to everything. He can't say no.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
So
No, that's a good exercise, bro. I like that. I like your wisdom in many little things that yeah, and the dancing is legit, bro. I know it's legit. I like your is this one thing you're gonna go deep with? Was it are you still gonna do the other protocols like diet and physical? Are you gonna preach them or are you just gonna do them for yourself? Or are you just gonna teach the dancing
it's
only? Are
holistic,
you
mate.
just
I'm
gonna
going to preach everything. I'm going to
listen?
be preaching everything, but the
Mm,
passion is with the movement,
dance.
dance, raw food. Um,
Yes. Yeah.
because people can't manage to stay on the raw food because they've not worked on their emotional shit. And then they blame
Yeah.
the food and say, oh, the
Yeah.
fruit isn't working for me, it's too hard, da 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 da. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because your emotions are all over the place. So when I'm working with
Yeah.
clients now, I try and incorporate emotional healing as the foundation for everything else.
Mm,
Um, and the greatest way that I've had is through the movement and the dance and these somatic
mm.
practices that I've just been getting into. Um, but if that doesn't work on some people, then we can go into other things, other protocols like the hypnosis or the EFT,
See?
journaling. I mean, there's so many protocols, man. I like
Yeah.
to hit my clients with like all of them. I say, do EFT, get out in the sun, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. Like
Mm.
hit as many protocols as possible. Just like
Yeah. I
you.
like that.
You preach
Yeah.
that as well. You're all about protocol. Let's just hit it as hard as you can. And
Stack
I'm
it.
exactly the
Stack it.
same. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
stack
man.
it, exactly.
Do you find that they change a lot then? Because you're stacking them on a lot of different things. Do they have a, I imagine they would, they have a transformation experience with you because they're doing so many things you're teaching them.
Well, I'll give you a brief like overview of my like protocols just now.
Yeah, please do,
So
man. Yeah.
in the morning, I get up and go to the mirror, look in my eyes, and then begin affirmations for 5 or 10 minutes. You are powerful. I can achieve anything. Da, 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 da. You know the script. Um,
Yeah.
and then go outside, get my shoes off, ground, and sun gaze and Wim Hof at the same time.
Whoa. Yeah.
Um,
So let's sound.
while
Yeah.
while while in a pose, like so, like the yes pose, no pose. So you're
Mm.
in one of these poses, and that just really enhances it. So do the Wim Hof, and then it's on to slapping. You know the so
Pine
you're
Lejeune. You do Pine
slapping.
Lejeune on the
Yeah,
elbows. Oh, on the whole body.
Parmesan,
Okay. Cool.
Parmesan, baby.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah.
So do the slapping,
Mm.
and then it's on to the energy work. So
Okay.
it's tapping, but it's not EFT tapping. It's meridian points. So tapping there,
I know what you mean.
tapping
Yeah.
there, the kidney meridian, the thymus gland, the spleen, all these
Yeah.
different points in the body.
Bro, are you saying anything while you're tapping? While you're doing the reading points, are you saying anything? How about,
I'm
are you doing
not,
that for a
but
reason?
see when I heard you talking about the affirmations today, it made me think I'm going to start
Yeah.
tapping and doing affirmations.
Yeah, you got it.
You know what I
Stack,
mean?
mate. Stack. Don't waste your time doing one thing. You do two things at once. Do the mind with the fucking
Yeah,
body at the same time. You know what I think as
yeah,
well?
yeah, yeah.
I've heard people talk about this. Affirmations and EFT at the same time. EFT is not just for trauma. EFT and affirmations. do them at the same time. Then you say, I love myself unconditionally whilst you're tapping these points or doing the meridian tappings. I just think it's going to amplify it. That's my gut feeling. You
Man,
know?
this is
Mm.
this could possibly be a new protocol. Like
Yeah, we've invented a
OG
new
style.
protocol here. Affirmations and tapping at the same time. And there's
We'll
another
have
one. Have you
to
heard of
come up with
Hoponopo? Mm. Have you heard of
yeah, yeah,
Hoponopono
yeah.
or something? Yeah, there's that
Yeah,
and
man.
tapping as well. I've seen people on YouTube talk about that. So there's so many things that we can do at the same time, right? That are going to save us time, because time is like, why do one thing? Do a couple of things at the same time. That's what I love about you, bro. That's what I love about me as well. We fucking stack. It's good.
Exactly. So folks say, I've not got the time to do this, not got the time to do that. It's like an hour a day, half hour a day, Mac. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like, it's going to add
exactly.
on years and years on your life, and your health will just go up, your happiness goes up. Like,
Boom. You know, and I
so,
remember that when I first met you, just before we go back to the protocols you're going to talk about,
mhm.
when I first met you, I saw you on a self-improvement post. You're a self-improvement guy as well, and I think you said on the post that how you start your morning just kind of like sets you up for the day. It means if you set yourself up in the morning with a nice high of all these protocols for half an hour, like you said, it's just going to give you that such a high level of consciousness that's going to ride out the higher day, such a high standard to start with. You're just going to keep going and flying from there. You know, I think that's powerful.
Exactly, man.
Mm.
Exactly. So after the tapping and the slapping, it's on to that's energy work. So I do a little bit of chi gong as well. So I do like the figures of eight and the crossover, things like this. And then after that, it's begin to work on the mind. So I'll do, it's like a 6 phase kind of meditation. So
Cool.
let's see, what does it consist of again? It's gratitude. So I'll think of 3 things I'm grateful for.
And
Um,
that day, or specifically, or just generally in life? You talking about for that day, or
it
in
could
life?
be anything, anything.
Okay.
Then I'll think of 3 dreams, goals, aspirations that I want to achieve. It could be in the next week, the next month, the next year, the next 5 years. So I'll think about it. Like, I want to move out the UK, I want to work online, I want to do traveling. And then I really, really think about the feeling of that happening.
Mm.
And then after that,
Mm.
I think about how I'm going to achieve that.
Mm.
So I'll think about getting up in the morning and doing my health protocols, then beginning to do kind of work online, and then going for a run and coming back and doing more online work, and then doing some kind of research, reading a book. So I
Mm.
think about how the perfect day would look and
Mm.
how I want to achieve my future.
Yes.
Um,
Huh.
and then after that, it's forgiveness, I think it is. So you
Okay.
think about someday you might have bad feelings towards. It could be yourself, even. It could be a event that's happened. Anything.
Mm.
You just think, and you see the person or you see the event in front of you, and you basically ask the other person, "Do you forgive me?" Yes, they forgive you, and then I forgive you, and that
Mm.
breaks that energy. That's that completed. Um,
So wait. You're saying one
and then
time with one person, or you're doing this the same person? Do you need to do it every day with the person you need to give, or just one time?
whatever comes to your heart, if you think that you need to do it with the same person over and over again, then you do it with the same person over and over again. If you think you've healed, if you think that you've healed that, then you move on to something else.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Cool, man. Yeah, yeah.
And then the
That's nice.
last 2 is, so I'm surrounded by light. I feel, I imagine light coming in through the head, through the chakras, begin to light up the chakras, going through the legs, into the feet, into the earth, and then from the earth coming up through the earth, through the feet, through the body, through the head, coming up
Mm.
and down and up and down. Very powerful that as well. And then
Yeah.
the last one is you just if you believe in something higher, some energy, the creator, whatever you want to call it,
Mm.
I just imagine that giving me support for the future goals. So
Like
that's
like a
my.
spirit guides, right? Some kind of spiritual powers looking after you, or angels, or
I'm very careful
something.
with what I say. I don't want to trigger anybody. So,
Okay.
and
Yeah. Fair enough.
um, mm,
Mm.
the energy that it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is,
You
man. I
know.
know what you mean. Infinite cosmic energy that's kind of, I wouldn't even say created us because that might trigger people too. Whatever is around there that's
Mm.
powerful, yeah. Let's just say that. Yeah. Mm.
So that's the protocol for first thing in the morning,
Mm.
and
That's
then
powerful.
last
Yeah.
thing.
Mm.
Yeah, man. So that takes about an hour.
An hour.
And
But that
then
what from the start to the finish of the morning, including the 6 point
you
meditation,
can run
Wim
that
Hof.
about half an hour if you want. You could run it through half an hour, but I like to really get into it properly.
Sure. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and then like after that, I'll do like my yoga, maybe go for a run. Then it's on with work for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But I don't like to just like work. Like I've got a short attention span, so I like to do a lot of work in about an hour, and then
Mm.
maybe do some stretches, do some yoga, maybe read a little bit, then work for an hour, etc., etc. That just works for me best. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Um, and then at the end of the day, the
Wait, before we get to
protocol
the end of the
is
day,
like,
what you eating? What you eat? You bypass the food aspect. What are you eating, bro? What
oh,
time are you eating at lunch? And what are you eating as well? What are you eating?
fruits during the day, and then usually a salad at night. So skip breakfast. Always skip breakfast. It's the worst time to eat. It's like
Agreed. In the
we got
morning.
told it's the most important meal of the day. Bullshit.
Yep. Yeah.
We're actually cleansing in the morning, so we don't want to interrupt the cleanse. So if I'm going to have anything, it'll be coconut water or
Mm.
fruit juice.
Mm. Liquids
Um,
then, no
and
solids
then
in the breakfast time.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And it gets to about breakfast time, which is about other people's kind of lunchtime. They've already eaten fucking loads of
Mm.
food by that time. Lunchtime it's fruits. So just now in Chiang Mai, there's beautiful mangoes and papayas,
Mm. Yum yum.
bananas.
Mm.
Mangoes, bananas, papayas is like the main things I'm having just down smoothies.
Yeah. Oh, smoothies,
Um,
liquids. Then you're taking liquid fruits. Nice, bro. Nice. Cool.
yeah, man. I
Yeah.
usually have like 2 or 3 big smoothies a day.
Mm.
Um, and then if I want greens or a salad and that at night, I'll have salad at night.
Okay.
Um,
So that's fucking
so
light. That's fucking light. Like liquid smoothies and then like fruits even and then salad, which is nothing. It weighs nothing. You're a light being, man. You're being a very light and not heavy digested like meats, for example, like processed food, crappy shit. It's all light. It's light going into you, bro. It's digesting really quick as well in your body. Really quick, I can imagine.
exactly. Yeah, man.
Mm,
So
mm,
I've healed a lot of shit over the last 2 years. Like, um,
mm, mm.
so like I had 8 years of chronic pain in my neck. I had
Shit.
2 years constant headache.
Mm.
I was anxious constantly, panic attacks, covered in acne. Um,
Shit, bro.
like all
Didn't know you were
that's
that unhealthy.
healed,
I did not know you were that unhealthy, man. At one point in your life,
bro.
like
I
very.
was, bro. I was in and out of hospital constantly with asthma and allergies.
Oh, you had
Like
asthma. Oh, fuck,
since
man.
since
Oh,
childhood, it was constant in and out of hospital with allergies and asthma. So I've
that's
healed
crazy.
just about everything apart from the asthma, but I will heal that as well, 100%. That's getting healed. Like there's no ifs
Oh,
or
yeah.
buts. Like
Yeah,
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 agree with you,
yeah.
bro. I mean, look at your skin right now and your body. It looks like fucking you're looking after
Mhm.
your health, man, like properly. Your skin tone, you can tell the quality of someone's skin, the quality of the health and the liver and the whole body, really. And your skin and your face is
Mhm.
vibrating very high frequency in my mind, bro. And you don't even
Mhm.
do urine therapy, so that's crazy to me. Like it's the fruits, it's the emotional energy work from the dancing. It's the emotional work as well as the physical help you're doing. Like because I knew you were physical health, but I didn't know that you were that deep into. You did every day this emotional meditation, the 6 point forgive. I love what you. I need to rewatch the videos. What I was thinking when you were talking, I need to rewatch these meditations. Start doing them myself. These forgiveness and yeah, I'm gonna start doing more. That's what I was thinking. When I was watching your video. I need to start stepping up a little bit. Like, yeah, man.
Oh man. And then there's the protocols like at night time are always have to read at night. I always need to learn something new, whether it's how to make money online, how to get your health up more, like just like always spend at least 1 or 2 hours a night having to learn new stuff.
Yeah. Like that, man.
And just now I'm reading a book. What's it called? Launch, I think it is.
So again, launch.
Launch.
Yeah, yeah. That business book. I reckon it's a business book, right?
Yeah,
Business?
yeah, it is. Yeah, it's about like affiliate marketing, online marketing, how to make a living online, that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm focusing on right now because I've got a lot of health protocols, so I don't really need to like learn too much about that just now. But I really need to learn about the other stuff.
Business, yeah, making money, so you can
Because
carry on doing what
you
you're
can't,
doing, right?
it's like you can't have everything, man. It's like if you focus like too much on the health protocols, this slips. If you focus too much on that, that slips. So
yeah, you nailed it. Because you know what I've done the past 2 years? I've been obsessing even now over health protocols. Now I've realized next year I'm going to have to start stepping up my mastery in terms of financial getting out of the system. I've not even started, bro, but I'm going to start next year making money, little bits, and I'm just going to build my money building skills. Helping people, doing what I love with physical health, but it's going to come next year where I'm going to get to the point where I can get out of the slave system. So that yeah, you're right. You can't go too deep with physical health because you need money to help. You need money so you don't have to go to a normal job, so you can carry on mastering physical health and doing what you love. Because if you work for other people, you're not doing what you love. You're not learning. You're not helping anybody as much. So I'm agree with you, bro. You can't go too deep with physical. Everything you go too deep with has a price to pay. You've got to do everything because unfortunately you need money to survive, don't you? You need money. You can't just like you can't just go to like live. Well, you could. I guess you could go to a commune in Costa Rica and have very little, not need that much money. But that's not my dream just yet. I wanna. I'm a bit like you. I want to make money. I want to know that I'm a young man. I want to know that I can make money inside the system, not for the sake of I need loads of money, for the sake that I'm just, I've got a point to prove. I've got a point to prove.
You've got a lot of knowledge, bro. You've got a lot of knowledge. Like, wow, like you can make protocols, you can make coaching. Yeah, man, you have a great.
That's what I've been thinking, and it's going to get to a point where I've got too much. I feel like I've got too much knowledge, but there's no. It's all going for free, which is cool. I love giving information for free, but at some point I'm going to have to capitalize on my knowledge, and because I love giving for free, but I can't keep giving for free without. But I just have to go back to a normal job, and I won't be able to help people, and I don't want to do that. So I need to. I think, do you know Gary Vaynerchuk, by the way? We'll talk about business for a bit. Do you know about Gary Vaynerchuk?
Yeah,
I love that guy. There's a book he's got, right, called Jab, 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 Right Hook. You heard of that book? Jab, 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 Right Hook. Yeah? And what I've been doing is I've been jabbing. I'm jabbing all the time, giving out free information to everyone. Everyone hits me up on personal messages. Every day I'm the busiest man because I'm always answering people's questions on Facebook, on social media and helping people. But I'm not capitalizing on it. I'm just jabbing. I'm not right hooking. There's no money coming into me, and like I can't keep doing it unless I start making money. So I've got respect for you, bro, for you learning the business shit.
It's all about that email list, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about this later because I don't want to make this health show.
Yeah, about too much about business. I agree.
We'll talk about that later, and I'll give you some hints.
Definitely.
But moving on to the things I do at night, yeah, like I say, reading at night, and then again it's the Buteyko breathing. Am I saying it right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Pacheco breathing. You do better breathing. Yeah.
Huh. Do that at night because that's for more relaxation.
You exhaling. What are you doing? Holding your nose.
Yeah, well, I don't hold it, but yeah, you hold your breath. Yeah, so
Yeah.
breathe in
I'll give you a pro
for
tip, bro.
5.
I'll give you a little
Mm?
secret before you carry on with the pro calls. You know that I read in a book once that if you don't hold your nose like this, apparently 15% of the air still leaks out when you breath hold unless you pinch your nose. You're still actually losing some
Is
air.
it?
Not a lot, 15%.
Uh,
So if you want to maximize it, actually pinch your nose, mate, and you'll get better benefits. So I'll leave you with that.
sweet, man.
Yeah, it looks a
Sweet,
bit
sweet,
gay
sweet.
in public, like doing this shit, but who cares,
That's
right?
just
It's just a
horrible. It just feels horrible.
yeah. Yeah, it does. It does feel irritating. It really does. Yeah. How many of those do you do? Like you do that in 5 or 6 rounds of that, is it, of breath holding?
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. First 6
Sweet.
rounds of that, and then try and get in some yin yoga as well.
Okay.
Um, yin yoga is basically where you hold the pose for 4 to 5 minutes, and
What?
just
You hold a
really,
pose?
mate, like it looks easy, but it's
Yeah.
agony, man. It's it's you're really like just keep breathing. Like
Shit, man.
it's really
So what
sore.
pose are you holding? What pose are you holding? Any pose? What kind of pose are you
Any
holding?
pose,
What
like
type? Any pose.
the hardest poses for me is like the inside of the groin area. Like
Okay.
I've
Hmm.
like always had issues in childhood, like in a hospital with this area. So when I'm doing things like the lunge pose, uh,
Hmm.
like things like that, it's like ow, ouch, 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 ouch. But you've just got to like learn just to relax, breathe through it, and it's
Hmm.
also a great teaching tool for. I think we tend to give up easily. Like, oh, this is hard. I'm just going to leave it. Oh,
Yep.
I'm in pain. I'm just going to leave it. It's a great
Hmm.
tool for just being like, I'm in pain just now, but in a few minutes it will be over.
Yeah.
And you just breathe through it, breathe through it, breathe through it. This is agony, and then it's
Hmm.
over. And I've noticed that it's transitioned into other areas. So I'll be like, "Oh, I can't barge through this just now. Oh, wait now. If I can push through the pain in that hold, come on, I can push through this for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I
So
like that attitude. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense to me. Anything you go through pain with, it teaches you a lesson of discipline that you've already been through pain in one area of your life and putting your body through pain. So why can't you put yourself through even transition, not just physical pain? How about the mental pain of facing our fears? Like those fears that we imagine, like talking to a stranger or getting to know a new person or asking a girl on a date, all these kind of things, right? Those are mental. But if you do the physical pain, like you said, maybe that's going to transition into easier to face these mental pains, these mental fears and traumas inside our body, right?
exactly, man, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that though. I like the idea of pain. That's something I preach on. I think Shane's just commented it. Shane says he's your brother. I didn't know you knew. Do you know Shane Catamol? He's a fucking cool dude, man. I think he commented it and he's deleted it, has he? No, he says he's there. No, Shane was doing something I said as well about causing yourself pain by holding your arms up for a long period of time. Right? Hold your arms up for a long period of time. That's going to cause you pain. Anything causes what you're saying is very true. Any pose that's like a yoga pose, if you go through the pain, I guess there's bliss. Do you think there's bliss on the other side of the pain as well as teaching your lessons? Do you think there's like a bit of
Oh
bliss in
man,
there?
well, yeah, because one of my friends just completed a 10 days vinyasa, or
Yeah,
however you say it. It's like,
Vipassana. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I know. Oh,
yeah, it's
yeah,
like a silent meditation for 10
yeah.
fucking days. And
Mm,
in that, you've got to hold a pose for however long. It could be hours, mate, like hours and hours and hours, and it's
mm,
absolute agony. And she said she was just like crying and crying and crying. And after hours of this excruciating pain, she
mm,
said that she just felt bliss. And then
mm,
she astral projected out of herself and saw
mm.
herself on the floor.
Yeah.
She saw herself on the floor, and then she said she met her soul and the creator. Like I thought there was only one, like one,
Mm.
but she's saying like no, like she actually met her soul and the creator.
That's crazy, bro. In the daytime, was she in the daytime doing this? Sorry, was she sleeping when astral projecting? How can you? I didn't know you could astral project in the
No,
daytime.
she
What the
wasn't
fuck?
asleep. No, no,
Oh, sleep.
she wasn't asleep. She was doing the Vipassana move. She was like in this silent retreat, holding
Yeah,
this posture for however long, I don't know.
yeah.
And then she just said she just felt like this snap. She just like flew up, saw herself, and
Oh,
then
bro.
she said like she went out there, she met her soul and the creator, like and source, and they aren't the same thing.
That's mad. That's a
Mm.
mad experience. That's the bliss that I'm talking about when you go through the pain. I've heard stories as well recently. Someone else I know, I've been to recently, he said the same thing. Said the pain goes in waves. Once you get bypast the pain, there's bliss on the other side. And I've done some crazy shit as well in bed when I couldn't sleep. I kept my body still for a couple of hours, not sleeping, awake, and my body's gotten so much tension in my arms and my hands, and then I had like a chakra burst or something, like some kind of kundalini rise through my stomach, and then I felt blissful the whole of the next day, and I felt so blissful. I ate a pizza, and it still didn't damage my vibration, even a fucking pizza. So yeah, there's something to this. What do you reckon it is, bro?
Jesus.
That what is this about pain and keeping still that makes us what? Do you understand the mechanisms? I don't understand why.
To be
It
honest,
happens, but like,
no, no.
why is it doing that? Yeah. Hmm.
Like I haven't felt that before, so I can't say, you know. Like,
Hmm. It's
I
almost like the
haven't
opposite of. Go on, man. Yeah.
so I've never had any astral projection thing happen. I've tried over and over and over again, but
Hmm.
I've not. No.
Because it's like the opposite of what you're preaching. Because I get it, like dancing and movement and shaking and all the things you're talking is very powerful medicine. But we're also talking now about keeping still is powerful medicine. What the fuck? The human body is so powerful. You can move the traumas out, but you can also by keeping still for long periods of time. You can also work on the traumas, right? That's crazy. There's polar
Mm,
opposites. It's yin and yang we're talking about, right?
mm, yeah.
Hmm.
Mm. But I mean,
Interesting.
I don't think that astral projection is kind of working out traumas though in the body.
Oh, you don't. Oh,
I think
okay.
that's another thing altogether. I think if you're
Okay.
not shaking and moving and getting this trapped energy out, then
Hmm.
I don't think sitting will help it, to be honest. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows, bro? What do you reckon about fasting? Do you reckon fasting removes traumas? I really feel in my heart that fasting works out the trapped traumas in the body, long periods. I don't mean just the daily, I mean proper long.
I think it could, yeah. Yeah, I
Mm,
think it could because all traumas are
mm,
stagnant emotions.
mm.
So if you're fasting and then things are beginning to flow, then yeah, they could get released. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Um,
Crazy. I'll tell you something. When I did my long 7 day fast recently, what I noticed on my day 5 or day 6 of the hard dry fast was I was using a peanut lacrosse a massage tool on my back, and normally it's quite painful because there's a lot of tension in my body. But when I was on this long dry fast, there was no tension or trauma in my body. That's what it felt like. My body felt empty and pure. So such that if I went and got a massage at that point, day 5, day 6, day 7, deep into it, I don't think a massage would have benefited that much because I feel like the dry fast was more powerful than a massage and more powerful than anything I could have done to my body at a time. That's what I feel. It emotionally, mentally, and physically got to every single little knot, every single little bad posture that I had in the past. In that moment, was healed. Every single nook and cranny of the body, tensions, traumas, was tackled in that. In that, I really believe that in that dry fast, a lot of shit was healed. I'm not sure, but that's what my feeling is on that one. Hmm.
you went a week, right? 1 week.
7 days, 7.5 days, bro. Yeah, it's fucking hardcore with my brothers. You've
Seven
seen the
and a
videos. You've
half.
seen the videos. Yeah,
Seven.
easy. Yeah.
I'm just saying for the rest of the folk watching, like this man went 7.5 days with no food or water, like, and he had lots of energy still. He was still like, like,
Yeah, you've seen the
what?
videos. Yeah, yeah. I fucking was,
Absolutely
and I could have gone
crazy.
longer. I could have gone longer, bro. I could have gone longer, but the other boys let me down a little bit. They let me down. They quit.
Mm.
They were doing shavam. They were doing urine, but But it doesn't matter. Anyway, you know, it's crazy how much you could see on the videos, how much energy that I cultivated on that. And I'm thinking that, like, if I practice this, if we practice this, we can get more and more energy, and we can do these fasts for longer. It's just a practice thing. It's like the dancing. Everything you practice, you get better at. I think you can become breatharian, but you need to practice it. You need to work on these things. You can't just expect to do 5-day. Talk about doing a 30-day fast if you never fasted 2 days in your life. You can't, because people talk about that, bro, don't they, on Facebook? People sometimes talk big. They're like, I'll do a 40-day fast. But they get to day 3 and they give up, and they're like, oh, wow, what went wrong? What went wrong is you not practiced it. You got to practice it. You got to, you know, not rush the process. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. So how did you feel after the fast? Like, did you eat like fruit for the first week or 2? Yeah, like break yourself
First
in.
couple of days,
Yeah.
I was supposed to break it on aged urine, and I didn't, so I fucked up there. But I didn't fuck up, because I broke it on fruits, and I'll be honest, I felt amazing coming off that fast. And because I knew not to exercise during a dry fast that long into it, I was actually really happy that I got to go to. I really enjoy exercising, bro. And as soon as I broke the fast, I was like, yes, I can do my exercising again. So I was full of energy. A little bit of regret I didn't go longer, but I felt like my body had reset to like a baby. I feel like my body at that point was just like all my organs were functioning fine. Like you see in the videos, my mind was very sharp. I had full of energy. Do you know what though? I'll be honest with you. It was a hard dry fast, and from day 3 onwards, day 7, I didn't talk about this. I felt thirsty all the time. Not though. It's not true thirst, bro. It's just like hunger's not real. I just felt thirsty. It was fake thirst, and it was annoying. But also, I realized when I was going through the fast that it wasn't. It wasn't. I don't know how to say this. It wasn't first like I was dying. It was just. It was. I know that hunger's not real, and I know thirst is not real. So I was feeling thirsty, but at the same time, I knew it wasn't real thirst. It was fake thirst that my body was telling me. It wasn't fucking real. It's all imaginary.
Emotional, maybe? Emotional, was it?
Yeah.
You think?
Yes. Yes, I think it
Yeah.
was emotional. And I'll tell you as well, I realized in that fast how obsessed I am with food. I think we all are. Because all I was doing from day
Oh,
5 and day 6 and day 7 was thinking I just like some water and some food. Or even just water, actually. It wasn't even food, bro. I was just thinking, I just really like some water right now. And I was obsessing over it. My mind was going about what I'm going to break the fast with. Am I going to break it with fruits on day 9, day 10? What am I going to eat? Which fruit is it going to be? How many fruits? Where are we going to go and buy? We're going to buy the fruits. So yeah, I think as a nation, as a people, we are all. Long fast will teach you we are so obsessed and conditioned to eat fruits, bro. I mean, they are good. Don't get me wrong, but if we want to become like, there's a level above fruits. I think it's called fasting. It's the ultimate
yeah.
healer, really. And the less we can eat, and the more we can maintain our bodies and thrive, then it's something to work towards, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was beginning to obsess over food as well. Like,
Yeah.
beginning to get like almost a issue, if I'm being honest. And I was like trying all these things out, or it's possibly I'm not getting enough calories, maybe I'm not getting enough greens, maybe enough fat, And like you say, it's all just fucking emotional shit. It's all
Yeah.
just emotional. All
Yeah.
emotional. And it's like
Boredom,
once
boredom,
we
bro.
begin
Boredom as well. Do you get it? Do you get bored and like
to
you feel like you need to eat? Like, holy shit.
bored,
Yeah.
lonely was the root cause that I addressed. For me, it was like I felt lonely, and then I felt the food was comforting me. Even fruit, any food.
Yeah.
So I like to go to these events and connect with others, because then I've got that connection, that love.
Yeah.
Even though we should be finding the love inside, we're not all there yet. It's like, plus we're very social creatures. We need
Yeah. We are.
that
We are.
social
Yeah.
interaction.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. I know that's profound what you just said there. I've realized that myself. We can be happy by ourselves, but I think the ultimate happiness isn't really physical health as much as being around other people. That's what keeps the ordinary people healthy. That's what, in my opinion, keeps the ordinary people from dying at 30, 40. It's just the fact they're always socializing, and relationships, man. Relationships and helping other people is relationships. That's why we do what we do, right? That's why I help people, you help people. It's about that. That makes me so happy to help other people and to be in interacting with other human beings, giving your gift, I guess I'd call it, right?
Mm. And I've noticed that I crave touch as well. I think
Mm.
touch is so underrated, and it's something I would like to explore more. And over
Yes.
in Chiang Mai and like Asia, there's a lot of tantra shit happening.
Mm.
So I think I'm going to go and do some tantra and explore some sexuality. You know?
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Mantok Chia as well. Is that linked to Mantok Chia work? I need to do some of that as well. I will get to that at some point. Mantok Chia,
Mantok
right?
Chi. Not heard of that,
You heard of
bro.
Mantok Chia?
Mantok
Bro, you need to start looking up
Mantok Chi.
Mantok Chia. Very famous dude, the multi-orgasmic man, or multi-orgasmic male. Check out his videos on YouTube. But you like it. It's
No.
very powerful, man. It's yeah, it's all what you're talking about, tantra and microcosmic orbit and circulating that semen retention energy into ejaculation instead of ejaculations. You know, spreading that
Mm.
like you do with your meditation. It's very similar to that. Probably maybe more powerful. I don't know.
So have you been playing around with holding in your seed, and then playing with yourself, and then just before ejaculation, holding it in, and then making it come up, like making that energy come up? Have you been playing
No,
around
that
with
sounds
that?
amazing though. That sounds amazing what you're just saying there. You've done that. Can you please describe how you've done that? Fucking hell.
No, well, no, I've been playing around with it, but I've not achieved, I haven't achieved it. I've not achieved
Mm,
because I've been kind of reading about it, about the Egyptians, you know, their ankh,
mm.
the ankh,
No, I don't know. No, I've not heard
the
of that.
ankh that's got like the kind of, it's like a cross, but with the kind of loop. It's like a
Yes,
cross with
sorry,
the
I do know
loop,
that. Yes. Yeah, yeah, I do know that.
the
Yeah, yeah,
ankh.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that symbolizes that. That symbolizes the sexual energy coming up and then going over the head and then back inside us again.
Okay, like a
That's what that.
loop around the body,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, a loop.
Ah, okay.
Um,
Hmm.
no, well, I've been playing around with it, but most of the time I just end up shooting my load everywhere. So,
I like it. I like it. I like it, man. Well, that's all right. You know, I'm struggling with semen retention
but
myself, so I'm day 4 after some wet dreams. I have wet dream problems. It's all good though. It's all good. We have wet dreams every
yeah,
now and again.
wow.
You know? Yeah.
Do you? I mean, that's been since childhood. I've had that shit, bro. That's
Mm.
wow. Lucky
Yeah.
man. Jesus.
No, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's a positive for me because I never used to get wet dreams. I'm quite proud of myself. You know, in many ways, I'm like, and you know, I'm a geek though, dude. So for me, I'm thinking these wet dreams mean I'm becoming more of a sexual man because actually one of my I shouldn't talk about this too much, but I do want to become more sexual and have relationships with women. It doesn't necessarily have to be. I'm not saying one woman. I'm not saying that's an issue, but I'm saying that I'm this sexual mastery is something I want to cultivate. And these wet dreams are just like me being sexual in my dreams. And I know that my dreams are my reality. So if I'm dreaming of having sex with women in my dreams, I don't want to be Sam like bad. It's just going to manifest in my reality, right? So I actually don't get
Mm.
disappointed by wet dreams anymore. I'm just thinking I'm trying to heal myself. And part of the damage that happened to me was my sexuality was inhibited by my childhood. I didn't feel like a sexual man. So part of my healing process is I'm becoming now a more sexual. My desire is to become a sexual man, to be feel entitled to be sex worthy of sex, and that's part of my healing process and part of my mastery that's to come. Montauk Chia, getting better with girls in general, finding a special girl at some point, but I don't really care at the same time. I'm not too bothered. I'm happily single, happily for the rest of my life too, if it has to be. Whatever. I'm sure with you, right? What's your position on that? Like, are you interested? You obviously want to find someone, or
Going with the flow, man. Going with the flow.
mm,
I do not need anybody. I don't crave anybody.
mm,
Um, I would like to have a family one day. It'd be nice. Have a
yes,
but I'm playing around with the polyamorous idea,
I like that too.
and
Yeah, yep.
like
Mm,
it makes more sense to me that we are polyamorous
yeah,
because then
I like that idea. Yeah.
there's no control, there's no jealousy. It's just open,
Yep,
um,
yep.
and it got me thinking. It's like, where does this thing come from? Like one on one, like did it come from the churches trying to control people? Like
Probably.
where did it
Mm.
come? Like what? Where did that root cause come from?
Yeah,
Like
I think of that too. I think it's a control mechanism. I think it's people might not like this, but I think it's a control mechanism to keep people in servitude, somewhat tied down to one person, and then do you know what I mean? I feel like it's here's how I look at it. Abundance is nature, and I feel like having one person for the rest of your life is not abundance. I feel like that's a mentality of scarcity. Whereas I feel like there's many people for you out there, many of your soulmates. You don't just have one soulmate. You got a couple of you got a lot of soulmates. 6 billion people on the
mm,
planet. So I feel like anything I do now is abundance. Anything I do in nature, my body is abundant, my health is abundant, my happiness is abundant, my finances are abundant, my sexuality and all this. I don't want to be limited. I don't want to be limited. And I feel like marriage particularly, is a very limiting, not for everybody. Some people can do it. I'm not criticizing people who do it, just not for me. I don't think it's for me. I don't know. I
no,
might
it's
change
like
my mind. But
plus we can't find a partner that satisfies like every single need. Like that's impossible. Like
yeah,
so we might have somebody who's great at this, and this, but they lack this, and this. And we really need to explore this other area.
yep,
So, and
yep,
that also works with us as well. We don't have every single quality that they perhaps want to explore. So
yep,
I think the most loving thing would be, look, if you would like to explore this other quality with someone else, on you
yep,
go. Like,
yep.
but at
It's
the
a
same
mastery, bro.
time, if I really, really love somebody, then I would probably feel all this
Mm.
shit coming up, like, oh, you're mine, da, 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 like,
Yeah, possession. Like you are mine. I own you now. You could, no one else can touch you. Holy shit! Don't you touch her? She's mine. But that's crazy when you think about it, bro. Don't you? Do you know how I look at marriage sometimes? I feel like it's a possession thing. Like you're saying, no one else can touch my woman. This is how I look at it. Like it's
I
an
know, right?
ego. It's an ego, bro. It's like no one else can sleep with my woman because she's my property. Or same for a woman, like a man. What the fuck's up with that? Your property. What the fuck? Come on.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I know, right?
Mm,
But if it was like, if you had it open, say like I said to the wife, like, you can sleep with anybody you like, but it would
mm,
make me feel uncomfortable. And then she made the choice of saying, okay, well, I choose not to make you feel uncomfortable. Then I think
mm.
that's okay. That,
Yeah,
because
yeah, that's a,
it's kind of
yeah,
leaving it open still. Like, if my wife maybe said to me, I don't want you to do this or that, then I have the choice to respect her, and
yeah,
I probably would, if I'm being honest.
yeah,
But as
man.
long
It's
as
just
there's a choice, see, as long as there's a choice, bro. Like all I want is a
exactly.
choice. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's mastery. It's harder sometimes to be like that, to be polyamorous. That's what I feel in my mind. It's harder to be in open relationships sometimes than, I'm not saying marriage is easy and they're all hard, man. Any interactions with humans, I think, any deep level interactions with a human is very hard. It's a mastery to be that intimate and close with many people or just one person. I look at it as like it's an area we can develop. We can consciously choose to develop in with other people in relationships, in polyamory, in just monogamy, and all these, and having children as well. I look at it as like, well, if we do get families, me and you are going to have to. We're going to be the kind of people that are going to want to be the best fathers, the best fathers for our children, right? So it's everything we do from here on in. It's a mastery. Everything is just all uphill learning, and might be a slog, I guess. We might put pressure on ourselves. Hopefully not, but there's so much to learn on this earth. Like it's crazy exciting, but it's also a little bit scary for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm daunted by how much how much there is to come, right? Because this little me now can't take on too much. I can only take on what I'm used to and a little bit outside my comfort zone. Probably like you as well. You probably got your comfort zone, and you don't you face your fears a little bit, but you don't jump too far because you won't be able to do it and you'll scare yourself. So you want to face your fears, but from not too much, just a little bit all the time. And then your fear grows slowly, and you slowly become, over many years and decades, you'll be able to handle more shit, right? Me and you.
Well, see, when you face your fears, you actually realise it was all in your head anyway. Like,
Powerful.
like,
Yep.
oh, I don't want to do this, don't want to do that. And then once you face them, you're like, so all that time I was afraid of it, and it was just in the head anyway.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think we should
That's what
be
holds people back, bro.
constantly facing fears.
That's
Like we
what
should be
holds.
constantly. Exactly. What holds people back is the fear of other people's opinions.
Yep.
What is other people going to think of me?
Yep.
I might look like an idiot. I might look like this. I might look like that. Who gives a
Yep.
fuck, really? No. It's just,
Yep. And not only that, if they want to
like,
get out of that trap, we've got to saying, how about just realize you're going to die, even if you do believe in life after death, and I do, and all that shit. You're going to die from this physical body and this experience you've created. So what have you got to lose if you're going to die? You ain't got nothing to lose to
exactly.
face your fears. You can die, right?
Like,
Mm.
we don't want to be old and saying, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, I really wish I'd done this or that, but I never,
Yep.
because I was too lazy, I was too afraid, I was too this, I was too that. Fuck that shit. Like,
Fuck that shit. And do you know what? I can't think of anything worse than actually getting to 90 years old and realizing that I'm going to regret one thing in my life. I can't imagine anything worse, a punishment right now, than thinking that I've just got to the end of my life. I could have done something, and now I'm going to die very soon, and I haven't done it because of my own thinking and because I was afraid of what other people thought of me. Holy shit, I can't think of anything worse. I really can't, bro. That's really sad thought
even
to put in my mind.
even if it's even if it's not afraid of, even if it's not what are other people thinking, it's also the programming inside like the mind. Like, I can't achieve this. I'm not great with technology.
Yes.
Who can wants to listen to me? I'm just this, I'm just that.
Yep.
And people are playing these victim, poor me mentalities,
Yes.
while we've all got the power now and now and now to move ahead and change ourselves into
Yep.
greatness.
Yep. We do.
You
And that's
know?
where it comes back to affirmations, bro. We come back to affirmations. This is where the affirmations and this stuff comes in. You say, I am brave, I am confident, I am worthy, I am all powerful, I am loving. All these affirmations can change that from what you just said. The old programming of I'm weak, I am disempowered, I am not funny, I'm not happy, I'm not healthy. Affirmations and all the
Mm,
protocols we talked about earlier. All of them really.
mm,
Mm.
mm. But like I say though, but it's like you can't feel that properly if you're like hunched over in these postures.
True.
Like,
Yep.
like you could say like, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy.
I'm gonna
But
start doing that,
it's
bro.
like,
I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing it straight. Oh, seriously, I'm gonna start doing it with a proper straight back, even in the mirror. Maybe I've not been doing it in the mirror. I've been just doing it in private. So maybe I need to start looking myself in the eyes, like you said, and to say it with a straight back. You know, right?
mate, arms open or arms up or
Up.
just the opposite posture of anything. So if you're angry, so the angry posture could be like that, you know, like tight,
Yeah,
the
like
angry posture. And then the opposite would be like the happy posture. It could be like, hey, like playful.
smiley. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
Oh.
always doing these opposites, and then over time it just begins to rewire everything completely differently.
Yeah.
Here's can't believe I missed this one. Jeez,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
can bring up tears and uncomfortable feelings for a lot of folk without self-love. So see, try hugging yourself.
Hugging
Give yourself
yourself.
a hug.
Okay.
Hug
Okay.
yourself with your
Huh.
shoulders like low, like
Okay. And what you're saying whilst you hug
close
yourself?
your,
Just nothing. You saying nothing, or you're just hugging
close your
yourself?
eyes,
Just.
close your eyes and hug yourself.
Mhm.
Do you feel anything come up?
Haven't done it yet. 1 second. Not really, but I can imagine if I said I love myself whilst I'm hugging myself, that would be really powerful. And even just hugging myself, I can imagine it would be because you're doing a physical body
The thing
action
is,
that is the same as the mind, right?
well, the thing is, you really, really love yourself. You're like the happiest, the happiest ever. So
Cheers.
you're like,
So,
you're
right,
like,
so are you. We're very
yeah,
happy people
love
naturally.
myself. Like folk who suffer depression or just feel shit, like really, really need to practice hugging themselves, loving themselves. You
But do
know?
you know what the problem with that? What you're saying is because I've been depressed, bro. I've been really unhappy as well. Probably you have as well. Like, here's the thing: you don't believe
Oh,
that stuff like that, or anything's gonna work when you're depressed. When you're that depressed,
mm,
you're not. Sometimes you're not willing to try shit because you're so down that you don't think anything can save you, and you're actually the
mm-hmm,
worst candidate to do what we're saying. You're the worst candidate to do an
yeah,
affirmation when you're seriously depressed. Sometimes to go and hug yourself because you like you said earlier. Actually, you said about pity party. When you're depressed, you've got a pity party going on. So how can we get to these kind of people? You know, this is a struggle.
mm. Well, I mean, I even had like some almost depression almost like come up even when I came to Chiang Mai
Did
because
you?
at
Oh,
because like at home I was like, oh, when I get to like Chiang Mai, I'm going to be like so happy, da, 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 da. And you think of this, you think you're going to be like really happy if you're someplace else,
mm,
but you're not. You're just the same person.
yeah,
And it was like after like about a week at the house, like I felt this like depression thing happen. I was like, I'm still me. I'm still me. I'm still not escaping some things. And I felt this depression sort of come on.
mm,
And I managed to get myself out of it because I was planning just on sitting in my room, sitting with the covers over me, don't want to do anything. And then I was like, let's get up, let's move, let's go outside, let's do some grounding, let's do some breathing, let's do some yoga, let's come on, come on.
yeah,
And after that, mate, it was like, yes, I feel amazing again.
yeah.
So,
Ah,
you want it like, there's I mean, there's no really any excuse. Rather, it's like you just have to put these actions into practice, really. Like,
yeah. Agree, brother. You know, I think that what you just said is powerful. I think the most important thing is to have daily physical health and emotional health habits, so that when you do go in a rut, you've got the habits in place and you don't have to use your willpower to get out of the situation. If you've got a habit going, you're always going to maintain a level of high vibration. So if you're looking after your physical health like we do, if you're looking after your emotional health, your mental health, your meditations, all that shit, you'll always have a good level of high vibration. Now, if you do go down, because like you do and I do sometimes, it's okay. Just double down, do your health protocols, and maybe do meditation a little longer, maybe do a little bit more fasting, maybe upgrade a little bit more. But yeah, it's tough. I think
well, the thing
people
is,
will like go on, man. Yeah.
when you're hitting all these protocols,
Mm,
the depression or the lows get slightly like higher. So the
mm,
low begun,
yeah,
it's here now is your low now. And then after another few weeks practicing, this is your low now, and this is
yeah,
your low now. So,
yeah.
I mean, our low is probably somebody else's happiness.
Yeah, no, that's
So,
very true. That's very fucking profound what you said. Because we're climatized to what we're used to. We are living our bodies and our experience. And happiness is a contrast of sorts. Like you can get a little bit depressed if you compare yourself to other people a lot. And I think me and you, we can't deny we do compare ourselves to other people. Even if people say you shouldn't, I think we all do. We've got egos. But the point is, it's your body, your experience. But like you just said, my happiness set point is way higher than it used to be. Having said that, my low, and I'm sure your low, was fucking lower than a lot of people's have ever
mm,
experienced in their life. I mean, there's low and there's low, and I think that a lot of people watching this, the warriors, you, me, and other people, we actually become warriors because we've been through more, And I don't mean
Mm.
as a boastful thing. We've just had more suffering and more lessons as we decided to make a choice for that rock bottom to come up. So we know what it feels like to be really fucking low, but now been blessed. I look at it by divine to get a really fucking high. Now me and you are living a high vibration life and connecting here on Facebook, bro, and changing people's lives. It's fucking, and it's crazy shit, right?
Exactly, man. Blessed, man. Blessed.
Beyond
So
blessed, brother.
what's your plans for the future? You got any future goals?
Too many, bro,
Protocol?
and hopefully too many, and hopefully I'm going to get them. But I told you next year's I'm going to come to financial mastery. I've got a few people very close to that we may go traveling in a van, helping people with urine therapy, but charging money for it as well, and meeting. I want to meet a lot more of my soul family next year. I want to get the money mastery sorted, so I'm not in the slave job. I want to get into lucid dreaming. I want to get into the Mantok Chia sexual mastery shit that you talked about. There's a lot more to tap into physical health, but also at the same time, I want to go deep into emotional health. I'm going to do the things you said about forgiveness meditation. All these things are in my mind and planting seeds. So basically, my ultimate goal is to keep doing what I'm doing, become the best version of myself physically, mentally, spiritually, and here's the key: sort out the money thing, because there's no money coming in right now, but that will come. That will change, and I'm free to be my own boss and make myself proud. I really will. So yeah, man.
Well,
How about you, bro?
that's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus on the income thing for 2019, because the past 2 years it's been health, 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 health.
Yeah.
And now it's time to put all these practices into action and help others now. So
Yep.
I'm going to be creating packages and courses and ebooks and all. That's what I'm going to be focusing on this next year.
So we're very much. You're more advanced than me,
And
but
looking,
you are more advanced than me. But I mean, we're going in the same kind of direction almost. Like I'm gonna get to. I want to get to that point, so I'll be watching you very closely, and maybe some point we'll work together. If not, then fucking I will learn from you, brother, on the financial everything. I want to learn. Hungry.
yeah, we're learning from each other, man. You know what I mean?
True, brother.
I might try the urine thing at some point in the future. Who knows?
You heard it here
But
first, guys. You heard it here first.
for now,
Shaun is
for now,
might try
it's
urine therapy at some point.
for now. I mean, it's not calling me, but I'll never say no. Like, you know, I
No, I
still
respect you.
believe.
Yeah.
I mean, I still believe there's acids and shit in there.
There is.
So
I think there is. Yep.
um, I'm still kind of like, why would I want to put the acids in me again? And I've already healed so much, so it's almost like I don't really feel like I need it, really, if I'm being honest with you.
Yep.
Uh,
I can relate to that experience. Like if you don't feel like you need something because you already come such a long way and vibrating high, why would you want to? The only thing I'm
mm,
thinking in my mind is that I don't think there's you probably believe this as well. There's no limit to how good we can feel, right? There is no limit. That you think that you've reached a peak, and there's very much more layers. And I can say that aged urine, if you'd started aged urine, not fresh urine, because I think fresh urine won't do much for you. You know why? I think because you're fucking healthy. I don't think fresh urine, which is much
mm,
like distilled water, maybe a little bit better, won't do much for you, bro. But I know aged urine will. I know aged urine will take you to that, like. But like you said, what's the point in a way? Because it's something you don't feel passionate about right now, but at the same
mm,
time, you already feel. If you fit, this is why I sometimes think about the masses. If you already feel good, why do you want to do something? I don't do things
mm,
because I don't do everything under the sun because I already feel good because I've got my aged urine. So I don't feel the calling perhaps to go. Not that I don't want to do dancing, like you said, but I don't feel it's my passion I'm going to get obsessed with. I don't think I'm ever going to be amazing at somatics and go deep with it. Although I might try it
mm.
and I might get benefits from it. I might make it part of my daily routine. But so, it's not for everybody, bro. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me that
Different
people don't
paths,
do
man.
it.
Different paths.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
But anyway, bro,
But yeah,
I want to
that's
leave. Before we
yeah,
go
man.
though, do you want to talk about anything specifically, like any messages to the people and anything you want to get off your chest, bro, that you're learning at the moment that think's going to help people, or any nice message or stuff?
I just want to wrap up the
Mm,
somatic practices because
please.
I think it's just like one of the most powerful tools out there.
Mm,
You can change how you feel like this, like instantly almost. If you
mm,
feel anxious, then ask yourself like, how am I holding myself just now? Because what is a feeling? You can't you can't hurt yourself by thoughts because it's just thoughts in your head. They could create things, yes, but thoughts themselves don't have any power.
yeah,
And you can change your thoughts instantly anyway. It's how you're holding yourself. So I feel anxious right now. Well, that's because you're breathing shallow. Your shoulders are up. You're tensing yourself. So
yeah,
release the shoulders down. Breathe. Ah, ah, ah. I don't feel really anxious anymore. And then if you want to feel happy, get some music on. Move. If you want to feel
huh.
bliss, fucking go
Yeah.
crazy. Woo! Like
I love it when you
you
do
can
that. Yeah, man.
you can change like this. So
Yep.
get moving, people. Get moving because it's key to your happiness.
Get moving. Get moving, people. You heard that. Exercise, shake it, shake the body. Do me a favor, Shaun. Put your videos under the comment, your YouTube under the comments of this after we've gone, so people can watch your stuff. Because I think you guys will find it interesting, and I want to go deep with it as well. I want to experiment. I've got many experiments, but I really do
Mm,
want to experiment with your stuff, man, to see how powerful it is. No, I do believe you, by the way, but I want it's more powerful if I
mm.
have those references, and everyone here has the references for themselves to know that you're telling the truth. Because just want to experience it, bro. Want to fucking experience it.
And the emotional healing as well. Like I say, playing around with these five energies, playing around with
Yep.
the five energies,
Repeat
the
them again. What were they?
flow.
Tell me them
So we got
again.
flow, that's the
Hmm?
feminine energy, the
Feminine energy.
circles,
Yeah.
then staccato, that's the sharp lines, male, decisive,
Masculine.
precise,
Hmm.
masculine, and then chaos. you
Chaos.
just go,
Boom, boom.
you just go
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Um,
Cool.
and then there's, and then there's playful, the playful energy, the whimsical, the light,
Like a
the
kid. Like a kid, like
comical.
a child. Playful kid, right?
Yeah, playful, playful. And then there's the meditation, the inner work. So you're going slow and you're doing the inner work.
Mm.
So play around with these five energies through kind of movement practices and different kinds of music as well. And
Mm.
yep,
Mm.
happy emotional release.
I can't wait to experience these emotional releases, bro, and do some crazy dancing. But it's private, right? We're talking about privacy. You don't do this in public, do you? This is private work, right?
You can do it private. To make it even more powerful, you do it with partners, groups. That makes it powerful
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. I can
because
imagine it would.
most because a lot of the fear is what are people going to think. Like a lot of people have people problems,
Mm.
so why not face the problems and release some shit? You know,
At the same time. Yeah,
that's the
stacking. We're
thing.
talking about stacking again. Do two things in once. Help your social
Contact as well.
skills, your
Contact,
social. Yeah, why not?
contact, contact, contact.
Oh, and I like what you said about touch as well, bro. I'm agree with you. Touch is very powerful medicine, and it's underrated in the community, big time. The power of touch and dance, all these little things, and emotional work and mental work. It's all true. Very powerful.
Mm.
Mm.
So I'm going to have more coming. I think I've got an interview from Fabian as well. Fabian's going to
Fabian's
be.
got you. Oh, when's your interview, bro? When's your interview? Tell us the date. I like Fabian. Upgrade, man.
Oh, fuck, I'm not actually sure. He'll let us know. It's in a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah.
A couple weeks. So
Oh,
we'll be
I'm
getting
looking
more
forward to
into it.
that, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. So that'll give me time to actually do some research and actually get stuff planned because we just hopped on this and just began to flow tonight, right? So
spontaneous, guys, spontaneous interview with Shaun. We tried to get you were going to come on early later, but we just got you on today because you fucking wanted to go. So we thought, roll, yeah, man. Appreciate it, brother.
sweet, man. Well, thanks for having me, man.
Hey, no problem,
Oneness
dude.
Tribe.
It's been a
Oneness Tribe.
it's
If
been a
anybody
fucking
wants to
pleasure.
check out Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, Oneness Tribe.
Oneness Tribe. Do you want to put it up on the comments, dude? Comment put on the comments of this, like anyone's interested. Put Shaun your videos, your YouTube and Instagram, and yeah. And if you're not, they should all. You recognize people. You should all have these. You should all have him as a friend on Facebook. If you haven't, if you're my friend and you haven't got him, add Shaun. You put your comments down. You can add him as well. He's a health warrior. He's my fucking friend, and I love the way he interacts with people. You know, and helps a lot of people in a very profound way. We don't do the same therapies, but it's cool because we're in the same journey together. And I fucking love that about you, dude. And I can't wait to see you in the next couple of years, in 5 years, 10 years, how you grow, how much we change and evolve together. I'm looking forward to meeting you as well one day, bro. That's going to happen as well. We're UK. We're
Sick,
UK.
man.
We're UK people, born and bred here. So fucking yeah.
Well, UK Fruit Festival next year, bro. That'll be sick.
Oh,
UK Fruit
dude,
Festival.
yeah, I'm going to the UK Vegan Festival in August probably. So there's a vegan festival. I don't know about fruitarian, maybe the fruitarian. I'll try that as well. I'm doing the vegan one. There's a vegan one up the north of England in August. So I'm definitely going to the vegan one. So if we can meet up on that, that'd be cool. If not, I'll come to the fruitarian one
Most of
probably and meet
that's
up. With you guys.
bread, kebabs, pizza, vegan pizza and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. I think that it's only because my friends are going, but I think maybe I should focus on the fruitarian festival better than the vegan festival. I agree with you.
The raw vibes are a lot higher vibe. You know, it's like
I
a lot higher vibe, man. It really is.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely meet you one day, brother. Though. But anyway, in the meantime, I wish you all the best in Chiang Mai, dude. And put your video in the comments. I fucking
Same
love you.
yourself,
Thank you very
brother.
much for spontaneous. Yeah, and thank you guys for
Same
watching
yourself,
as
brother.
well. We appreciate it.
Much love. Thanks, guys. Peace.
All right, cheers, guys. Cheers, Shaun, bro. Thank you
Good
very
man.
much.